Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news here for you. And the headlines of the news reads, Governor Obiano in trouble over 1.3 billion naira Xmas expense as groups invite EFCC. All right, but before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, which is below, and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. All right, let's look at the news in detail.
A right group, the Human Rights, Liberty, Access and Palace and Peace Defenders Foundation, on Monday chided Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano for allegedly spending 1.35 billion naira on beautification of major cities in the state for the youth-tide. In a statement, the leader of the group, Uzodede, accused governors of Southeast Geopolitical Zone of profligancy, calling on the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to beam its searchlight on them. It lamented what it called the abysmal performance of the governors, stressing that their states were facing huge infrastructural decay. The non-governmental Holiday queried the rationale behind spending 1.35 billion naira for Christmas decoration, whereas only 181 million naira was allocated to the rehabilitation of bad roads in the 2019 budget. It said the action showed the insensitivity and the callousness of the government, wondering what benefits the Christmas and New Year's decorations are to the economy and welfare of the citizens. The Anambra State government has denied the claim. Speaking about the decoration, Holiday said the same thing to do was to channel the entire money to rehabilitation of damaged roads in various parts of the state, particularly in Onitsha, the commercial nerve center of the state, where virtually all the roads are in deplorable conditions. It's pathetic because throughout the year, the Anambra people have been crying for roads rehabilitation, but the government allocated a paltry sum of 481 million naira to it. No wonder all the roads in Onitsha still remain unattended in spite of promises by the government and his aides to rehabilitate them before Christmas. We are therefore calling on the EFCC to beam their searchlight on the finances of southeastern and south-southern states, to restrain the excesses of the governors in using their funds for frivolities, frivolous things such as Christmas decorations, when roads, education, health sectors are suffering, Uzo said. Reacting to the Anambra State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Sidon Adinuba, described the allegation as unfounded.
All right, thank you very much for the news, and we want to look at this. It's really touching to hear things like this, and the question is, why is it always happening in the southeast that sometimes their governors do not really accept, or they don't really accept what the current situation of their states are, and also the earnest needs of the people. It's worthwhile to celebrate Xmas, but I can assure you that Xmas will always come. You understand? Xmas will always come. The people need a good environment for them to celebrate Xmas. Going around doing all the decorations and all of that does not affect the people. You may say that the psyche of the people have been affected, but guess what? There are more pressing needs that needs that money. 1.3 billion naira for decoration. You did decorate heaven. Where you did decorate? These are some of the things that it's really amusing. It's surprising that things like this are happening and people are just keeping quiet. Thank God for this kind of group, because before now, if you check some of our feeds, we had done one or two things, how deplorable the roads in Anambra State is. I'm telling you the whole truth. During the rainy season, it was crazy. I thought that by now, this dry season, that most of them would take turns to get those roads fixed now. Because during the rainy season, it was so terrible that some big cars couldn't even sell through. Trucks couldn't even sell through. We had to even bring a video and we put it there. People were screaming and shouting and asking for help. But these guys are not even interested. Look at now, going during this period, you are trying to decorate. What are 1.3 billion? This is not million, no. 1.3 billion naira. And that was the same thing this guy did, Okorocha did also, when he started building statues everywhere, was building statues for. And, one of the things I ask is, as you are decorating, are you decorating the people's house? That you say, I'm trying to decorate, the house of my indigents, and here they are ranting and they are crying foul and all of that. These things are not really expensive. They are not expensive, except it's an avenue for you to eat money, because those are China lights. Those lights you are seeing, they are nothing other than China. All these China lights, they just put it around and all of that. Give it like maybe 20, 30, 40 million naira. It can take care of everything. And guess what? The decoration that we're even talking about here is not even to the local government. So it's just at the heart of Anambra State, maybe Onitsha. That is where the whole Aqua, that's the only place that they are overly decorating. If you go into the deeper sides of, Anambra State, you won't see this decoration. So why are we making it look so lofty, as if it's a huge, thing that must be done? I consider this to be a height of insensitivity on the part of the government, It's really not worth it for you to spend so much money, to do all of that. Before you know, by January, the people will, the state workers will start complaining of pay us minimum wage, and what will you hear? That there is what? There is no money. There's no money. But in just December, you spend 1.3 billion naira. We are not saying that you should be archaic, that you shouldn't enjoy yourself, but let there be a list of priority. Prioritize the needs. And that place that you are there, you will not send there by yourself. You will send there to represent the interests of the people. In other words, everything that you're going to do, they must be in line with how the people are feeling. So spending such a huge amount of money just to do that does not really pay. 1.3 billion. It's not 1.3 million. It's not 180 million. It's not even 900 million. It's 1.3 billion naira. That is a huge amount of money. And I can assure you that people are not smiling, because it is a clear, what we may call displaced parity. You cannot put such a huge amount of money, approve such amount of money for merely decoration, when the people are in the midst of hunger. They are craving for industries. They are even, if you use such amount of money and said, okay, let me do this as, I want to just suggest something here. Let me do this as Christmas present for the people. I want to empower all those that suffered during the Ochenja market, this thing, fire outburst. I am going to give each and every one of them 2 million naira, and see how the people will celebrate and will be dancing during this Christmas. But you had that kind of money spent somewhere, and you can't even use it and say, I have used it to empower my people again, so that they can bounce back. And you will be amazed the level of celebration that the people will give, or in respect to that. Amidst hunger, you're spending such a... Oga, you have not done well. I don't know, my colleague, if she has something to say here.
Yeah, but here, what I want to say is this. This one is not actually boo-boo. Let's call a spade a spade. If the budget of Anambra State have been written out, and 2019 budget, wonder it's 1 million, small wonder it's 1 million, is meant to repair roads. And up till now, the roads have not been repaired. You can't blame Buhari for this one.
And why would you blame him?
This one is not Buhari. This one is corrupt leadership. Simple and short. It has nothing to do with ethnicity. This one has nothing to do with religion. It is personal, state-wise. So let's call a spade, so that the IPOB people in our midst will understand that this one is not Buhari's fault.
Yes.
That's one. And that's why you see themselves too. The IPOBians, when they go down, they see the corrupt ones coming over. They beat them.
They beat them. Because these are the things that causes those guys to be beating them.
Yes. The monies that you even have, you will still not spend it on your people. That's one. I remember very quickly, like my colleague had rightly said, we did a video of when the floods, when the rains were falling, and the roads in Anambra, especially that Owerri, Owerri Onitsha road. Oh, it was pathetic. The trucks couldn't move. And one of the guys who did the video was just shouting, Obiano is working. Oh, Obiano, the road so bad. He's still shouting, Obiano is working. And Obiano, seeing what the outcry of a number of people, promised that because the rains were heavy, during the dry season, he will work on it. Dry season have come. He has not started yet. Now, I'm going to explain why I said this. Don't forget that the change of fire outbreak happened because the trucks fell. How did they fall? The roads were bad. Now, because of that negligence of not repairing the roads, lives were lost, properties worth billions were lost. Now, even when they returned back, some of them had about 131,000 as compensation. Over how many millions that were lost? Billions lost. Can lives be replaced with millions, with billions? No, it can't. But if he had repaired the road as at when he promised, I'm sure the tankers wouldn't have fallen and people would have still been alive till today. Now, putting what's it called now? The Christmas light, decorating the Christmas light. I want to just ask, so maybe it is me that I'm not understanding it. How does that bring economic value to the people when the roads are bad? There's no electricity. Nothing is happening. The people are not insecurity everywhere. The people are not empowered. Fulani herdsmen and here over doing all manner, and people are not empowered. Even those who lost their property in the change, right now the Christmas is bleak for them. It's bleak for them, and you are bringing Christmas lights. How does it? I'm trying to wrap my head how Christmas lights bring economic value. I would have even preferred that during this youth period, he begins to put the roads in sharp order so that those who are coming back for Christmas, as they enter Onitsha Road or enter that number, everybody is move. Okay, people are moving Onitsha. That Opiweka Red, especially Opiweka Road. That road is always very busy. The road too very bad. Do you understand? Begin to clean it up. So when people are driving, oh, home sweet home. The roads are bad, things are not working, and you are not treating the symptoms. You are not treating the root, you are treating the symptoms. You can't be decorating the lights when the people are hungry. There's no economic viability. The roads are terrible. You are putting Christmas light to make them feel Christmas. You don't make people feel Christmas. They know there's Christmas when things are happening.
Of course.
You need to feel the pulse of your people. Don't just feel Feel the pulse of the people. Sometimes, send forth your people, your information ministers. Let them go to the people and find out what their problems are. Maybe you are staying in your office and you're assuming you know. Sometimes go into the media. Find out what your people are saying, what they need. And that way, you take your census and take your priority and make a stand. So that you say, this year, this is what I'm going to achieve for my people. Of this, I'm not just talking about Anambra State, I'm talking about general of all states, so that Nigerians will feel the people they have elected, if truly we matter.
All right, thank you very much. These are some of the things that we have noted. It's not only in Anambra State, in other states, you realize so much has been expended for Xmas when there are other key issues that ought to be handled. Please, if our President Muhammadu Buhari has been releasing money to us in respect to a federal allocation and all of that, and we are spending it unwisely, this is just not good. Don't forget to, I always like to remind them of some of those things, because so that tomorrow when it haunts you, you will not have anybody to blame. Don't forget what happened to Ojuzo Kaluo. Right now he's going to enjoy his Xmas in the prison because of what? Looting public funds. And this may likely happen to some of you, where by the time you step out of office, if you are reasonable and you are very, very smart, I think the right thing for them to be doing is always to realize that they have 4 or 8 years to be in the office. After that, another person may come in. Who knows? He may come into the office and he may be from a different political party. And before you know, he will begin to unveil all your secrets. He will begin to talk about everything that you were doing. And when you are found wanting, EFCC will not fail to slam you. And before you know, outcries everywhere, they are cheating us and all of that. Do the right things now, so that by the time you step out, EFCC will not come after you. A word is said once for the wise. That's just what I have to say. Please go to our comment section. What do you think about these huge expenses by governors during the Yuletide season? Is it really